we have our divisional winners here. So let's just rattle off some wild card teams that we have. We kind of mentioned them throughout, but just to make it official. Um, so for me, I'll start in the NFC. I have the Lions, the Eagles, and the Falcons getting the wild card spots for me personally. Nick, what about yourself?
I'm gonna go with the Vikings, the Eagles, and the Rams.
All right. Tony, your wild card teams?
I've got Saints, Eagles, Seahawks.
All right, all right. Moving on to the AFC. My wild card teams, I have the Ravens, Chargers, Dolphins. Tony, what about yourself?
Bills, Steelers, Jets.
All right. Nick,
Ravens, Chargers, Bills.
all right. So that brings us to the end game here, gentlemen. We'll stay with the AFC. We're going to do the AFC Championship game. I'll start with myself, who I think is going to play in the AFC Championship game. And me personally, I think it is going to be the Chiefs and Bills. And I think based off of what I said earlier, of just the Bills had a lot of emotional roadblocks last year. I'm going with the Bills. I think the Bills make it to the Super Bowl this year. Go with you next, Nick. Your AFC Championship game.
I mean, this is a dream, but I'm going Dolphins Bengals. I think this year two of Mike McDaniel offense, Mike McDaniel team, possibly the addition of a certain running back in the next few days could, yeah, I'm going Dolphins Bengals.
All right. Tony?
I have Ravens and Dolphins in my AFC Championship game. I have the Dolphins winning that game. I think this is their year. I think that everything falls into place for them. As long as Tua stays healthy, I don't see a lot stopping them. The Jalen Ramsey injury gave me some hesitation, but he'll return for the second half of the season in playoffs. I have a lot of faith in them. That's my AFC Championship.
All right. Tony, we're going to stick with you. Give us your NFC Championship preview.
Cowboys and Niners Part 3. These teams just playing again. The rematch. It seemed like, apart from everyone telling me how much Dak Prescott sucked, that the Cowboys defense actually did figure out a way to defend Shanahan's run scheme. And that was one of my big takeaways from that playoff game. Was that was one of the only defenses all season I saw limit Christian McCaffrey in that run scheme. And I believe that Brandon Cooks is an adequate replacement for Amari Cooper. So I have faith in the surrounding parts around Dak Prescott now. And I think that the Cowboys have to figure out a way to do it. And they beat the Niners, and we have ourselves a Sports Budz Super Bowl to go with the Sports Budz NBA Finals we had. Cowboys versus Dolphins.
All right, all right. It sure as fuck ain't gonna be the Broncos. Oh. Nick, who do you have for your NFC Championship?
Exactly what Tony just said, and we do have a Sports Budz Super Bowl, and I think that the Sports Budz, the Super Bowl's in Vegas this year. Even if we
That's
don't go to the
right.
game, I think we still have a Sports Budz Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, all right. I have the Vikings. No surprise there. Check out quarterbacks on Netflix. Versus the Niners. And yeah, but I think the Niners, it's gonna be Niners Bills in my Super Bowl to start us off. And I think the Niners win it. I think Kyle Shanahan finally gets over that hump somehow this year. Whether
Notice how
it's
Tony or I didn't
quarterback?
even say who we thought was gonna win.
Who's the starting quarterback?
it could be Sam Darnold. For all I know, it could be Trey Lance, man.
I think they keep him. I think they keep
dude.
Trey Lance. They're saying they're gonna trade him. I think they keep him.
Yeah, I
That
don't
would
think
be
anyone's
perfect,
gonna
right?
trade for him.
Trey Lance wins a playoff game for them this season or some shit, and like everyone's just like,
because
of
it's the
course,
Brock
of
Purdy rule.
course.
That's
Dude.
why the teams can keep they can play a third quarterback even if the first two aren't injured this
Like
year.
Kyle
So
Shanahan-
I think they keep him. They invested
Yeah.
too much in him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of his quarterbacks get injured. He doesn't have a good track record with quarterbacks, but like somehow they're just like so effective and efficient when he puts them in that offense.
Doesn't matter when you got 3 quarterbacks that can do what you need them to do. So, like, I'm with Nick. I think they end up keeping Trey Lance, and they're just gonna run all 3 of these guys into the ground this season. And I don't know which of these 3 is gonna be starting that Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was any of the 3.
They may rotate their quarterbacks like the college teams used to.
Yeah, like shit.
I hate this.
For all I
Niners
know,
team.
it's gonna be fucking
The system. It's the system.
Phillip Rivers out there. Don't know. Like shit, they might bring Colin Kaepernick out of retirement and win a Super Bowl. And just imagine if that's how we kick off 2024 before an election. Colin Kaepernick wins a Super Bowl. Be a fun year.
Oh man, you've gone too far.
Well, your Super Bowl would either be Colin Kaepernick winning a Super Bowl or the Bills finally winning a Super Bowl. So
Either way, this world will be cursed.
I mean, it would be perfect for an election year because that's basically our choices.
You're like that close to putting Kirk Cousins in a Super Bowl, and you just took it away from him. That's
Yep,
what I want to
yep.
know.
I
How
know,
you didn't just choose
it's-
Bills Vikings.
You know that NFC game will be the primetime game. So, like, let's be honest, man.
Wow. Okay. Fair. Fair.
We,
Fair.
we,
I'm gonna
we
argue
almost
with
made it.
there.
We almost made it to the end.
Yep. Yep.
We almost made it to the end. All right. So we all gave our Super Bowl picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. You
Yep.
got the Dolphins, right? You
I got Dolphins.
you got
Me and him, we
Cowboys.
got Sports Budz Super Bowl.
Okay.
Sports Budz Super Bowl.
Well, my team actually did it. Just they were a basketball team.
We had a Sports Bud NBA Finals.
There's
So-
Sports Budz NBA Finals.
That's
Good
right.
time. Football season will not be that exciting for me. All right. Well, boys, got 18 weeks to go.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it.
Week 3 we'll have a special treat.
We're still sponsored by alcohol on this show. Also, check out quarterbacks on Netflix. All right. Final thoughts, gentlemen. I'll start with you, Nick. Help
I
us
mean,
get
I'm-
out of here.
I'm just ready for the season to start. We got 2 weeks from the time of this recording. I'm ready.
Marlins, they gonna make the playoffs.
Hey, anything could happen.
Hey!
2023 Miami teams.
Well,
Unless
Yep.
Messi stole that magic,
hey,
because that's been fun to watch.
the way things are going, we're gonna have an MLS show here soon enough. So stay tuned. Tony, any closing thoughts for us? Your Cubs also competing against the Marlins for Those juicy wild card spots.
Could happen. Could happen. But let me tell you about this great show on Netflix called Quarterback. Okay. I don't have any final thoughts.
Hey, I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Yes.
Glad to be having some beers, talking some football. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm sure all my predictions will be wrong, but I'm glad they're wrong with you guys and with our
Yes.
faithful listeners. So that's all for me. If you're on Netflix, check out Narcos. But yeah,
I actually have a few episodes left of that. You should check it out.
you should check it out. So
Don't
lots of
cancel me.
subtitles.
Stop watching Suits, people. Please
Why?
stop watching Suits.
No,
stop watching
I'm
Suits.
seriously about to
Stop.
start that.
Stop watching Suits, please. I've put so many people talk. It's just because it's on the background that people watch it. Please, it's not a good show. Please
Every
stop
other
watching
USA
Suits.
show in that time period was very good. So that I've been actually looking forward to watching it.
Please stop watching Suits, people. Don't watch it, Nick. Don't do it. Don't do
Bird
it.
Notice. Very good show.
Yes.
All right. I'm Chris Billings. That's Nick Kerr. That's Tony Parlay Reyes. These have been our preseason shows. Thanks for sticking with us. We're looking forward to a fun season. Thanks for being here with us again. Football is back.
Thanks for watching the Sports Budz. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.